Alright. Yeah, hello. Hi. I really hate it. It's hot, but hi. Hopefully your day's going well. As stream title says, gonna be working on dish towel for the shop. Normally I would be here at about 1, but had some stuff to do because normally today is my day off, but this is makeup stream for not being on Tuesday because I didn't feel like it. Plus I had stuffs. I already have dish towels in the shop, but I just needed to do other ones out of the multicolors. But also, hi Nikiana. Hello. I am kind of grumpy because I've had to do so much stuff. Help with school, fold a damn laundry. Which, getting laundry out of the dryer when it's disgustingly hot is not what I like. Not what anyone likes, I imagine. But yeah, it's fitting. That I do this today. I had this something else, but I didn't like how it looks, so I basically just frogged it and just did this. I have dish towels in the shop. I don't want to do. Fair. Especially given, you know, the time of the pumpkins is coming around the corner, so it's basically all pumpkins all the time, I imagine. So that is completely fair. But yeah, most of the dish towels I have hanging out in the shop are basically these, but given, you know, multicolors have very, very short color changes, you know, cable wouldn't really work. Because very short color changes tend to not show cables pretty nicely, so I was like, what the heck should I do with these? Child's work. Nope. Well, at least you're planning ahead, so that is definitely a good thing. Hey, Caledon. How goes? I have no idea how long I'm going to be on here. It'd be about 2 hours, could be the usual 3, depends. Although the usual 3 would put me at about 5:30, so might be 2, maybe 2.5 hours. Depends. Yeah, how goes your day? I am kind of grumpy and I hate this goddamn heat. I presume that means you had a late night, or, you know, you'd sleep in. My body does not want to do the sleeping in no matter how late I stay up. So it's literally go to bed on time or I'm just effed, so. This is gonna take forever. I was gonna work on the cable socks, but I really, that's one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't feel like working on it on stream because I don't have to worry about trying them on and everything. So I might have to get a key at some point to tighten this up. But yeah, I honestly do wish I could personally have the ability to sleep in. Like, it's very much a rarity. Come on. For anybody wondering, although for anybody who frequents Girl November shop, you probably know what this color is. For anybody who doesn't, this is Dishy and Sea Turtle, which I'm trying to see how this would go. Which, these could probably work, if not as a dish towel, probably as, you know, like a dust cloth of some kind. One or the other. So that might be a thing I put into the search results. Not search results. Oh, what's the thing? Keywords people can use to go look for these things. Also, let me compare to the other one. See how wide it is. It should be just as wide. Just about. The thing is, the ends curl up a little bit. So if you uncurl the ends, basically about the same length. But this is like 50 some odd stitches? 50 some odd stitches. How many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, 43. Okay, because I took off a couple of stitches. So I know Caledon's been asleep, and I know Nikiona's working on another shawl. Hold on. Well, I mean, Ash. I have not knitted on these in a while. Specifically, I mean these needles. Which these are Knit Picks, Interchangeables, and Majestic. So it definitely feels weird considering I've been using all my tiny sock needles, which are all metal. So it's just a weird textural difference, pretty much. Although I do have projects with these on there. I just haven't been working on them. A bunch of other stuff. Alright, another round, although, yeah, I feel like this might actually be, although it compares to being wide enough, this might be a little too wide, and I could take out a couple of stitches. Yeah, I think I might just at least take out, say, a couple of stitches. I'd say at least 4. Where's my tape measure? Tape measure? inches. I should know better than to start one of these and not have a tape measure around. Alright, how long is this? 9. A little over 9.5 inches. Yeah. And this is about... Okay. Not terribly less, like just over 9 inches. Now technically if I wanted to, I could keep going. But I think it's 43, so maybe 38 stitches might go better. At least it'll go faster. Let me just cast on 38. That's how we do. 1. Yeah, it was a little bit too wide, which sometimes you can't really tell, although this is, I forget how many stitches per inch. I should have just done the math off the back of this. Oh wait, yeah, 4.5 stitches an inch, apparently, according to Nitpick's numbers. Need to cast this back on again. Couple more stitches, I will start counting again and see where the hell I am at with this. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. Okay, 7 more stitches. Come on. 36, 7, 38. Oh, come on. Let me double check this again. 10. 30. 35. Nope. The hell? 5, 10. 5, 30. 5. Yeah. 2 extra stitches. Oops. And that's why I double check things. Given, you know, cotton stretches after a while, this should probably be an alright size. Although, yeah, that's... Yeah, it's always this first goddamn row that is the most annoying. Although this is garter stitch, so less complicated. Come on. Although, did I do these on 7s or did I... Wait, I think I did these specifically on 8s. Do I have my 8s around? Yeah. Should have the tips for my 8s, although my interchangeable needles are over there. Which is kind of difficult to get to when I have this thing hanging out in front of me as a table. Although I think also... No, my 8s might be on the sweater that I have going on the... flax sweater. Which that sweater I started way earlier this year. I just haven't touched it in quite some time. Let me go and check. I know where the sweater is, so that should not take me terribly long. Find. Yeah, it's probably 8s. Which, given those are cables, it makes better sense to use the larger needle size. I'll be over there, be back in a moment to see if my 8s are on there. Pretty sure they should be. I was correct. Alright, so I was correct, and the 8s are on that project. Do I have anything to take off? I mean, I could screw them off. Because these aren't tightly on, because these started to come unscrewed at some point. I can screw these off myself. Put this on the sweater, and then if the 8s come off just as inclinedly, I can always do that. Okay, they indeed came off, so I'm gonna screw these on here. Now actually get started, which it hadn't occurred to me until I started knitting that it was like, oh yeah. We got these going on 8s. And normally I use a key, but I don't feel like looking for one. Although there are alternatives like, you know, paper clips or things like that. Again, things I don't feel like looking for, so that's a problem. Also, I might have to... Okay, at least it's gonna get on here. I went from a half a millimeter smaller to a larger size, so this is gonna probably be a pain in the ass to start knitting this. Oh, okay. That apparently didn't happen. Okay. Plus, I always usually end up doing my cast on row a wee bit tight, which is very much unhelpful in situations like this. Although, thankfully, it's not a thing for me terribly much often. Although I say that now and watch this becomes a thing for like the next 5 projects or something. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to pay attention a little bit to this first row here, just because the whole slightly smaller needles, the cast on. Although I should probably do a thing where I go the next size up for the cast on, like put that needle on one side and then start knitting with the size that I'm planning to use on that side afterwards. That would probably make this a lot less annoying. No, come on. Given I've been pretty much doing all the things, I don't have terribly much to chat about, really, as far as today is concerned. Lava! Hello! How goes? I hope you're doing well. Also, what the heck is this? Probably that, Streamer Community Survey. What does Twitch want? Sorry, I saw a thing and I wondered if I was getting... If not a gift sub, something. But I hope you're having a good Thursday. It is hot and gross and I'm kind of grumpy. Basically, I've been doing all the stuffs. I helping out siblings' school stuff, and then, you know, having to grab the hot laundry from the dryer, haul it upstairs, fold it, immediately help with groceries, put away laundry. Luckily groceries weren't a lot, but it's like, it's obnoxiously hot, so that makes me very, very irritated. Also, I think I need to wash out my water bottle. That or replace it. I've had that thing since late college. So it's probably about 4 years old or so. Also, if you're curious about what I'm doing, if you didn't see the stream towel, I am making a dish towel, which this is pretty much, what's its face? It's gonna be garter stitch because this is the multicolor that I have. The solid colors that I've basically been doing is cables. It's been way too hot for local weather. Oh no. Also, excuse me, sorry. Given I was looking for a project in stash, I think I might have shook up some dust over there. Thank you. Allergies are fun, aren't they? Ugh. Let's move this over here. Yeah, basically dish towels once, which I have a couple of multicolors, so this might take a while for me to get done. At first I realized I had too many stitches, but then realized, hey, I'm using the, improper for how I do dish towel size needles. Although this yarn is good for like size 7 or 8 needles. It's supposed to be worsted, but this is honestly probably like, say, a heavy DK based on how it's been spun. But given cotton anyway, you tending to be a wee bit thin. And a lot of twists to get it to do what you want. It makes sense. I personally haven't spun cotton. But I'm not into that level of frustration. I mean, it would be interesting to try, but I figure it's probably silk, but slightly worse, I'm willing to bet. Although, silk is honestly probably a tiny bit slippery. So, which has spun like 1 or 2 things involving, actually no, one time. Although I have 2 braids currently that have silk in there. So like a 60-40, 60% polymer, 40% silk. I forget what specific silk. I'm not sure if the label mentions it. And then there's yarn that I got for my birthday. Not yarn, fiber. Fiber. I got for my birthday. I forget the blend of that one, but I think it's might be 20% silk, 80% like merino, possibly. Which seems to be the most common of the blends when you deal with silk. Which I think that silk is mulberry silk. Yes, Lava, how have you been doing? Hopefully all is well with you. And hopefully you're staying cool because I hate this weather and it's gross. I think we're getting more of the same tomorrow. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah, the feels like high is gonna be pretty close to 100 again, so yeah. Basically, trying not to melt. Although I know probably there are places that are a bit worse when it comes to this sort of thing. No, don't do it. I almost slipped off that stitch instead of knitting it. Also, let me move you down just a smidge. Oh, hi, foot. No one saw that. Also, oh, let me move a little bit. Which, this is basically, it's not cotton, polyester, one of the two. Probably cotton. No, it's definitely not cotton. Doesn't feel quite right to be cotton. Anyway, this is basically a thing to prevent the shininess of the makeshift table I have underneath here. Although it does tend to desaturate everything. If I have the automatic white balance on, things tend to get a wee bit washed out. I literally have to modify it myself. Uh-oh, it's already starting to, yeah. I figured that was gonna be a problem given I put it on myself without using a key to tightening it. The key tightening it would make it less likely to untwist. Although less likely, not gonna happen at all, are two different things when it comes to interchangeable needles. I know some people do not have a fun time when it comes to interchangeables. They can unscrew. I think that more depends on, you know, potentially your grip. So, like, if you have like a tighter grip, it could cause it to unscrew, but that's just my hypothesis. Words. Did I pronounce that correctly? Hypothesis. There we go. Not sure if that's actual verifiable fact, but it's a possibility. I was gonna put that stitch marker you see right there on there, but then I realized, oh wait, the tail. That's usually a good way to tell what's the front and the back. Because normally after a long tail cast on, that's about where you start doing your first row. Trying to crochet a penguin. Penguin! Penguins are adorable. I have a friend who loves penguins. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't work out. I'm just gonna go back to knitting. Aw. Yeah, amigurumi can be a bit challenging. So I completely understand that. Though some shapes work out better than others. Although you could just revisit that at some other point with, you know, more experience maybe. Or try a different pattern, eventually. If that's a possibility for you. Nope, don't do that. What kind of stuff are you needing currently, project-wise? Anything fun and exciting, or stuff for, you know, family and friends and that sort of thing? Either one is good. Oh, I think I forgot to... Oh well. I'm hoping at least by the time I'm done, get through. I had the frog of the other thing. Probably should be able to. Maybe. Potentially. Oh, come on. If I were able to reach the green one of these measuring tapes, because I have this time. Last time I did was a pair of mittens. Yay! Those tend to be stuff I don't do terribly often. That's just me. That's mainly because doing the actual fingers, if you want, you know, individual fingers, tends to be a pain. And fingerless gloves are a nice option. Yep. Was it garter stitch, or what is a specific pattern, like, you know, Fair Isle or color work? Stranded colorwork, rather. Nope. Motherfucker. Okay. It's like a square pattern. Rhombus? Yeah, I have no clue. I don't think I've heard it. Square pattern. Oh. I'm trying to think of what that could possibly be. And I am coming up completely and utterly blank at the moment. Any more details about it that I could possibly figure out what it is? Or is that all you have on that? And let me close this thing. There we go. Yeah, let me actually permit you. Give me a second. But the bot will eat you if I don't permit you. There you go. Oh, like that. My brain says Argyle, but Argyle is that thing where they has the lines between them, but what's the... Kind of reminds me of Entrelac, or something like that. Those look pretty. The top of the sock. that is a pretty pattern. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, because I'm like, you said mitten, so I figured you wanted for the top detail. But yeah, that looks like interlock or something similar-ish. Which, do eventually want to try that. I am busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't had the time. Also, excuse me, I don't know why I feel like yawning all of a sudden. It could be the heat making me tired. Which certainly wouldn't be out of the question. Okay, how about you stay here? Stay. Either way, well, definitely looks like a pattern that pretty much is pretty interesting to do. Also, I should probably measure this once I'm done with this row. Measure and see how long it is. Although this is probably a lot less, not a lot less, but this is certainly less stitches than this based on my count. But given, you know, starter stitch, you don't need as many stitches. Okay, I apologize. I really need to stop yawning. Oh, god damn it. No. When did that happen? Why? Although, that can't have been that long ago. Come on. I just need you to... Come on. Need you to go here. Time consuming space. You have to knit a full circle and knit a 5x5 and then switch to the... Wait, did you have to seam that? That makes sense. You said the whole square thing, so I'm guessing you had to seam that. You. Alright, almost back to where it was. Let me just... Okay. Sorry. I tend to do that sometimes, forgetting that, you know, not all words are universal. By seam, I meant, like, basically, sew the beginning and end parts together to create the circle shape. Well, you could sew it or, you know, like, crochet it together. Uh-oh. No worries. Yeah. Not a problem. If I say something and you need me to explain it, totally feel free to ask. And I'll be happy to, if possible. And also, it's getting annoying. Ew. This looks weird. Why? Yeah, given it's a square, I figured that's what you have to pretty much do to make it a circle. Like it's supposed to be. Alright. Okay, so knit this line. Come on. Roll this side. I could grab a crochet hook and do it that way. But again, things I don't feel like doing right now. Let's see which one of these is next. I think this one. I think. Okay, I think this one. And then we should be set. There we go. Sorry about that. Just need to fix this. Should hopefully be correct. Although I honestly could just sell this having a slight error. If absolutely need be. Heck, or I could just go back those couple of rows. Good. Yeah, I'll just do that. And time the frog. A little bit. Let's see. Ah, okay, that's what one of my problems were. Whoops. Okay, why aren't you coming apart? That's weird. Yeah, I probably did that incorrectly. Yeah, there we go. Adding a loop and then switch to another color. First row goes like crocheting, I guess. That makes sense. Excuse me. There it is. Alright. I need to learn. Yeah. Let's pick up these stitches. Honestly, you're getting along just fine. But I know, you know, some words, even in crafting, don't carry over. There usually needs to be some level of explanation between regions, if not countries, for certain terminology. But you were totally fine. I promise. Almost there. There it is. Alright. And then get back to it. Hang on. I know it's about break time, but I don't want to just yet. I'm annoyed. Having to deal with all of that. Oh well. Better I notice now than, like, you know, 20 rows later. Because I would probably just straight up cry if that were the case. Imagine if someone comes in and is like, have you made progress? What is this progress you speak of? I've literally had to undo this thing at least twice. And then that nonsense happens. Again, there are worse things. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably stay about here. Because over there I'm like just at the edge of being in frame. I will probably give it like another 5-10 minutes and then I will take my break. Because A, it makes my back annoyed, B, given the whole I'm not gonna stay the whole 3 hours, it's probably better if I take my break now. Although it might be slightly shorter than usual 10 minutes. Probably like 7, so not terribly much shorter, but shorter nonetheless. Although I also have clothes to finish shoving in drawers. I still have laundry folded on my bed, which is kind of annoying, but I did put the majority of it away before I got started. So at least that helps. If you can't tell I hate laundry, specifically the putting it away part. Sounds like, hey Crafty Brews, hellos. How goes your Thursday? Yeah, if it wasn't hot, it wouldn't be as bad. Wouldn't? Alright. Hope all is good. You're fine! I figured you meant hi. Because I and O are right next to each other on the keyboard. But yeah, basically knitting dish towel, multicolored dish towel, which I'm just gonna be doing garter stitch for this because short color repeats with cables means cables are very hard to see. Yeah, it's honestly been like a short comedy of errors, so we have not gotten that far. I have to go. No worries. I know it's very much late for you. I'm pretty sure. Have a good night's sleep, Lava. I'm glad you could pop in for at least just a little bit. Glad to see you, and have a good night. That's always the interesting part of Twitch, the whole various time zones thing. That's why sometimes I try to say good time zone. Although, you know, usually at least a good chunk of the people hanging out here are from the UK. Not UK, from Europe, rather, in general. Yes, basically working on dish towel thing here. I've had to like frog once or twice because I messed up an area here or there. Which was obviously not helpful. Also, I realized I was using the wrong size needles. Although the 7s it probably would have been fine, but I honestly like the 8s because the 8s make the fabric of this feel at least a little bit more drapey. In my opinion. That's just me. But with this yarn, probably anything above an 8 would probably be a bad idea. It'd probably get a little too lacy. Because even though this is worsted, this is honestly truly, I'd say a heavy DK, which also would be considered light because sometimes in stores, even though they have it as a 3, they sometimes don't put DK, they put light, which kind of makes things a bit confusing, and I don't like it. Although I tend to not buy that weight of yarn terribly often. It's literally, honestly, worsted or sock weight yarn. The worsted being, you know, acrylic pretty much. But yeah, Crafty, how are you today? I think that was the third time I've asked you. I am basically a broken record. I'm actually gonna probably take a break in like another 5 minutes? I want to see if I can get back to about where I was, give or take, for realizing I had dropped a stitch unintentionally. Which was very aggravating, also not fun. Oops, yeah. Ugh, laundry. I've been basically doing a whole bunch of stuff. Out to sibling with the school stuffs, and also laundry. Has basically been my day, so literally shoved laundry in the dryer, got it out the dryer once sibling was done with school stuff, and then here folded and immediately had to go help with small bit of groceries and then, you know, proceed to put away a majority of them before I could even get on here, because I knew I was not going to want to have to put away the entirety of them during the break, if not after stream. Either one of those I probably would have been like, nope. But yeah, breaks are good, I know. Especially in this disgusting heat, which I should probably just have a counter of me saying disgusting heat how many times. Which, actually, let me actually check how bad it is today. Last I saw it said it was gonna be 97 for the high today, and the feels like temperature. Yeah, I'm aware it's gonna be hot. Excessive heat warning, I'm aware. Actual temperature is in the 80s, but with the humidity and everything, it's probably close to, say, 100 in the actual feels like temperature, so yeah. Oh, I was correct. 88 and feels like is 97. Also, Crown, hello. How are you doing? How goes? I'm basically trying not to melt, essentially. Also, working on dish towel here, although I'm probably gonna take a break soon enough. Humidity just is like... I'll just slam dunk this up like at least 12 degrees. It's fine. It's hot. I hate it. Been doing stuff all morning. Otherwise, not bad. I'm here doing a dish towel, which I've had to, like, rip back on, if not outright frog it twice already. So we've barely gotten anywhere in this past hour. Normally I'm not on today, but given I didn't do my usual Tuesday stream, I'd figure I'd at least hop on here for a bit. I do not like missing streams. If I can absolutely help it. Yeah, normally this is what they look like, which this is folded in half. That's about what the dish towel looks like, although the edge kind of curls a little bit. Although honestly, the edge I probably should have if I thought about it. I could have just garter stitched the edge, maybe. Keep that from curling. But given, you know, cables, you kind of need curls to show up on there. But yeah, dish towels that I have in my Etsy shop, so I'm basically using the multicolor ones and doing a whole garter stitching. Thank you! I'm hoping I can do a thing and see if I can get some eyes on this. If not, potentially some potential orders of these, because I figured these could be a holiday thing, like, you know, holiday gift sort of deal. I have like one or two more colors of solids I could do the table ones in, but given the other ones that I haven't moved, I don't want to do that. Although involving more options would probably be helpful, maybe. Who knows? But either way, that might mean me having to take more pictures. Eventually. Thank you! I was gonna do that during the break. I am trying to be good. I always try to keep a water bottle, or at least, you know, a glass of water around me, especially in temperatures like these. Although, I think I might need to wash this thing out. Oh, I haven't used this one in a while. Although, this is my preferred one. Although, I've had this since late college, so it's been a couple of years. So, it could be that it's old, or it might just need me to wash it out with, say, baking soda and a little bit of bleach for a bit, and then hopefully that'll get the weirdness out of there. Yeah, what is it? Cool Gear? Let me show you the link if you want to, although they actually they sell on Amazon if you want. Let me check. Because I was looking at them earlier in case I want a new one. Amazon, blah blah blah. Save for later. Yeah, Amazon has them for like 20 bucks. If you search around, you can probably get... There it is, yeah. Where's the colors? Copy. Alaska! Thank you for the follow. Also, dear God. Oh, where can I cut off this link that is not a giant wall of text, man? Doesn't look like I can. Oh well. I always hate when they have just a giant thing of text, and it's like, is this whole thing really necessary? It's not. Those things with the... yes. One of those. Oh yeah, Alaska, hello, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a good Thursday. I'm here working on a dish towel for my Etsy shop, which if anybody would like the link to, you can go grab it on my link tree, which has all of my social media and stuff. If you do !follow, it should pop up. Although I also have a timer, so it might appear in chat every so often. Oh, also, anybody who does crafty stuff or want to check out people who do crafty things, totally feel free to check out this Discord that I joined the other day, created by Atomic Stacy, which it says it right there. So basically, if you want to trade different sorts of arts and crafts, like say traditional art, weaving, 3D printing, chainmail, to name one of mine, spinning, weaving, so on and so forth. You can join the Discord and you will find a lot of people. So you can potentially trade or, you know, purchase stuff for, say, birthday or Christmas gift, or whatever the case may be. Yay! Yeah, it's a really cool idea, so I was like, you know what, let me just have this here. So anybody who wants to check it out can totally just go and do the thing. Also, I was supposed to take a break 5 minutes ago, and I've just been sitting here blabbing. This is why I should have gotten up earlier, but this is how I am. I'm gonna finish this row here, which it's only stockinette. No, it's only garter stitch, rather, so. That's only gonna take me a second. And I will get up probably and fill that thing. Which, the little thing to keep the water cool, I have that hanging out in a freezer. So I need to take that out the freezer and attach this on here. That'll keep the rest of the water a little bit cooler. There. Alright. So we finally have this, which, let me double check. I think this is about the usual length I would want one of these. Which also, I say these are dish towels, but you could probably also use them as like a dusting thing. Okay, yeah, this is about 9 inches, which is about where I want it to be. That works. Yay! Anyway, break time. So I'm gonna get up and stretch and stuff. Might be 10 minutes, might be slightly less than that. Let's get back here. Hi again. I have my thing. Where am I? Which, let me show you. This thing you can, blue thing here you can like put in the freezer. So basically, this would, what's its first? Substitute for ice. Yeah, I had mine hanging out in the freezer, so I just took that out of there. Which, honestly, I didn't realize that was a thing for a while. And when I realized, I was like, oh, that's actually helpful. So I'm not sure on the tags that originally came with this, like the little plastic thing that they mentioned that. Although I would replace the straw, but they don't seem to have any. I could probably get something similar enough on Amazon if I wanted to. I don't really need to, so yeah. Yeah, that's about 80 ounces of water if you fill it up all the way. I presume that's counting water displacement from that going on in there. Which 80 ounces is how many quarts? I did not sign up to do this much math. Uh, 80. Okay, 2.5 quarts, which also it goes to over 2,300 milliliters. 2,365 point whatever, specifically. So basically a lot of water. I am not the math whiz in some regards, so I have to consult Google for that. Also, I'm gonna get back on this. Probably not gonna get to spinning today like I wanted to. Yeah. Especially when it's stupid hot in the middle of summer. That's 2.3 liters, which is what I need. Yeah, I figured it was like 2 liters or so. So that is pretty much very helpful. Forget how much I should be drinking in a day. I know I don't drink a ton. But I am trying to be better at that. Okay, that's just the alert thing about my schedule. Which, for anybody who happens to be new to the channel, is hanging out here. That is my general schedule, which I am usually on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to approximately around 4 p.m. 4 is like my standard cutoff time, but there are times mainly if I play words on stream, that I will likely hang out much later. Because I have a terribly hard time of putting down words on stream. I like word games, because if you can't tell, very much a nerd. But it's fun. Alright. Make sure to remember to slip these edges here. No. Shit. I said slip edges, not slip stitches off the needle. But yeah, I'm basically a variety caster of many things. Those things being knitting, crocheting, spinning, as in spinning fiber into yarn, weaving, small bit of weaving, chainmail. What this is. Digital, traditional art, which there was digital art yesterday, so if you want to check out that VOD, you can totally feel free to. And sometimes games. I mostly, yeah, you usually catch me on the crafting days. Because games are like every so often. And art I relegate to once a week, so middle of the week Wednesday is when I do the art stuff, whether it be traditional or digital. It's usually the plan, although, you know, sometimes I could change it up if I feel the need to. Thank you! Which, the digital art stuff I put up on Redbubble. Which I have one I'm currently working on, which I would have to open my thing. Although technically, I could open the tweet that I took the picture from. That would be smarter too, so I don't have to go opening Krita. Because Krita is a slight bit of a memory hog, but this laptop is a lot better than my old one, so... It basically wouldn't kill the laptop if I turned it on, unlike my old one. Let's see. Okay, I think I have one letter off. Oops. Maybe. Nope, still doesn't exist. That's helpful. I am probably like one or two letters off, although, let's see, if I put back the E, and then take out the S, maybe that'll do it? No. I honestly only use Twitter to say that I'm live or do the end of stream thanks just because, you know, Twitter being the absolute cesspool that it wants to be at times is very much unhelpful. Oh, that explains it. Okay, I was right about the E not being there. This is why I hate having character limits for usernames. Oh, I didn't put back the S. Why am I doing this? There, only took me like 16 tries. Great. No, I don't want to do that. Copy link. There. That only took like half a decade. There. It's slightly cut off on the bottom, but that's like, you know, the majority of what it looks like. Basically, yesterday was me doing a whole bunch of shading on there. I had been working on that off stream, although I probably should, because there's some cleanup I need to do, and then there was going to be highlights, and then probably going to add a napkin on the bottom of this thing. I'm half tempted to add like a diner background or something, but I could just add sprinkles in the background and like give it a little cute vibe to there. I don't know. But yeah, pretty much like how it's going so far. Plus, depending on how it turns out, I might make that my second sticker. Thank you. That has been hanging out for a bit. Because I had done the initial sketch of that, and then I looked at it after finding it again, and then I was like, this won't do. I will be redoing this from pretty much the ground up, which I did. And I'm definitely glad I did that part, because the original sketch was not accurate enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Was not sharp enough that what I wanted would be conveyed well enough. There we go. Which I might also put that in a couple of different colors. Also, I have a wallpaper that I have sketched a while ago on my tablet that I haven't even touched, so I might see about doing that as possibly, if not the next thing. I do, although I might relegate that to an offline project because I still have sub-sketches to do, which sub-sketches are basically small digital art sketches that I do, which I think I have... Oh, I closed it because I'm a dumbass. Although, history exists, so... It's not the end of the world. Thankfully. I was not going through figuring out what that is again. Alright, so... I would say you could scroll through my Twitter feed maybe, but it would probably be a while before you found it. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to follow a topic. Please leave me alone, computer. Well, Twitter specifically. Gosh, I have so much spinning on here. Jesus. It's been a while since I did a sub-sketch, which is the problem. And also, you know, sock madness, and then... Ugh, all the things, plus the whole previous laptop dying, like no one's business. Because that was fun. Okay, March 3rd. Wow. That was March 3rd I did that? Okay. But yeah, stuff like that. Sub-sketches right there. That one was still a work in progress. That's already done. Someone was like, draw a cat, and I was like, I'm just gonna go do a whole thing. Drawing cats is always fun, though. Cats are adorable. Alright. Thank you. I think at that point I had to do like a little bit of cleanup, and then I added the background, which is basically like kind of like wanted to look like carpet, I think. But yeah, I enjoyed that one. That one was fun. The last two sub sketches I have until I finally catch up. They basically said I could do whatever I want, so I'm probably gonna sketch those on my tablet. But I like to start from the tablet, like get a rough sketch out and then fix it up on my computer. Just because I feel like it mostly emulates pencil or paper. Which I am probably a little bit more comfortable with in that sense. Go. Yeah, that was a fun one. There's like maybe one, yeah, I've had one sub sketch that I actually, with the person's permission, put up as a thing on Redbubble. Not sure if you've seen it around, but it's like, I think a rubber ducky cup. So, the shape of a rubber ducky, but top part basically has a thing for like tea. I've drawn for, yeah, finding one's style, that's one of those things I feel like you either stumble upon or it's like, you'll eventually get there. Like, there are things I know I still need to work on, but I feel like I am definitely improving a bit, which I am glad about. Yeah, progress is progress. Also, same. But I'm honestly, like, hopped between Autodesk Sketchbook Pro, which I have a version back when they were doing it for free, which now they have it for $20 again. I'm just glad the hard drive in my laptop is fine. The past laptop. So basically I could take the program off of there and put it on my new laptop. It just means I can't seem to update it. Which is a shame, but whatever. I'm not sure why that is, but I don't really need it to update. So I would mainly just use that for, say, small animations, which, you've seen my loading GIF, right? Like, before I get started. I did that on there. I'd say, not last year, the year before that. Which I do want to do something else with that. Yeah, it took me a couple hours. But for anybody wondering what I am talking about, I am referring to this. I basically have a little... Yeah, honestly, it's not that difficult. And look, I didn't do anything that complicated. Just have the loading thing like that, and then have a blinking star in the background. Also, okay, there we go. I was like, are you stuck? No. It just takes a little while. Just figuring out how to get the tempo to do the thing. Well, not tempo, pacing, rather. Tempos for music. Wrong thing. But yeah, getting the pace just right for that was mainly what took me the longest. Although Krita has their own animating thing, and it's just like, I looked at that once and I was overwhelmed, and I was just like, I won't be using that for right now. That's one of those I would have to sit down and like figure out things bit by bit. Like, I know enough about Krita to get around, but there are some aspects I don't. Although one or two would definitely be helpful. Because there's a thing where you could see, like, you know, say if I do a thing for Redbubble, see how it looks duplicated? Like, you know, as a pattern sort of thing. There's a button for that. I probably should use more often. Choose the pace, but I was certain that kilobytes for icons, and that is fair. Sometimes stuff like that gets loaded like really quickly. Well, actually no. I used GIMP once when I was first figuring out emote stuff and things, which getting certain things to select, you had to go through like a couple of steps, which kind of drove me crazy, which is why I switched programs. But honestly, hold on. There we go. Sorry, I was being asked a question. Also, it's nice that, you know, I'm no longer screwing this up, so we're actually getting somewhere, and I've pretty much used almost all of the yarn that I had gotten from the thing that I was trying to make. Which, specifically, I was trying to make another type of face scrubby. I have one in my shop, and I wanted to do, say, like 2 different types, although I honestly should keep it as just the Celtic weave stitch. Or going to something else and see how that does. Indeed. For crochet, it is pretty much front post, back post, but you kind of get into a rhythm once you remember how to do it. Although I have a bag with that weave, which I still need to sew the strap onto. It's just one of those I haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, front post I don't mind. It's the back post sometimes that can be finicky, is my main problem, but other than that, I usually get through it. With those I did that Celtic weave flat. The bag I did it in the round, so there's a bit of difference here and there in how to do the thing. Which, also, that reminds me, I think you know about the whole previous laptop motherboard frying like KFC thing, which I was alluding to earlier. I think you know about that. This was like late last year, which I still have the replacement battery. I was trying to replace the battery in there because the other one was not holding charge. In the end, agreed. Like, you would think they're not that terribly different, but look stands for themselves. Oh, also, I should put the link for their thing in there. Because that's about the Plinko game on the Be Right Back screen. I should probably put the link there. I've been thinking about that. So if people want to get the game themselves, I can do so without having to go look for it. Not sure why I didn't do that in the first place. I just don't think that occurred to me. Okay, yeah. We have gotten through the thing I had the frog, and we barely, like, say an inch, which, for general reference, usually at the top part of your thumb here, minus my slightly long nail, that's about an inch long. So if you want about an inch for your cuff, you can do that without having to check on a ruler. Come on. almost at the 2-hour mark, but given, you know... Yeah, it makes life easier. I have tape measures, as you can see, but it's like, say if I want, you know, sock cuff that's about 1 inch long, I can just compare with my thumb. If it's about the top part of my thumb here, it's about 1 inch. Although, I know that doesn't stand true for everybody's thumbs, but in general, that's about as long as that first part of your thumb is. Although I think I also have like a short plastic ruler that's like 6 inches, so I could probably find that. It's probably where my paintbrushes are. I have like a vase thing with my paintbrushes hanging out in it. Come on. Ooh, why are we not doing the thing? And speaking of painting, I should probably paint... If not next week, the week after, maybe. Paint some more cards to go and stuff. Because I usually, like, either use my color pencils on black drawing paper, or do, like, say, watercolor / squash on about postcardish size pieces of watercolor paper. Which I honestly forget to do them until I'm like, hey, I have stuff I need to sell, and then do the thing. But there are times I try to, you know, do a couple in advance so I can just stick them in there. But either way, I think it gives a nice, you know, handmade touch to things. Also, speaking of stuff I put in packages, this is reminding me, I really do eventually want to get rid of all of my older business cards. I've had them for a while, like since I started my Etsy shop. That was a while ago, and I still have it. Like, I bought like a small box of 100 of them, and I still say I have about half. They are slowly going. They are going. Hopefully eventually I'll get rid of those so I can actually have new business cards. That's slightly business cards. If I had some, I would show you it. But I had printed them with Vistaprint prints, like a basic print thing. Yeah, I had those for a while. And I kind of want to have a new design, but I don't want to buy new business cards if I still have the old ones. That feels like a waste, so I'm trying to use them. So basically, I want to wait until I get, like, really close to finishing them, and then getting about making some new ones. Specifically, I want ones with some rounded corners, because rounded corners seem less threatening? Threatening. I feel like that's the word. Or less authoritative. Okay. I think that's a better term. You know, like the regular corners kind of feels like all official and stuff. It's like, yeah. That's exactly why I like the rounded edges to them. So that's definitely what I want to do. Other than that, I would have to figure out what I want, say, colors. Although I don't mind the colors on mine currently. I'd probably change to definitely more of a print-friendly color. Doesn't make the... I think they do. I think it's just a little bit more pricey. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they do. If not, there's also Moo. Moo does really pretty business cards as well. So they're also an option. I haven't checked their prices in a while, but I'm pretty sure when I was getting mine, the print, the rounded corners were probably just a little bit more pricey. And you know, starting out, you don't exactly have that money to burn on business cards and that sort of thing. Which honestly, starting out is always alright to not have, like, you know, the fanciest things. You can always upgrade from there. As long as you have, like, decent stuff, you should be alright in the way of business cards. Oops. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I slipped and I almost didn't pick up the stitch I needed to knit through. I realize I've not been looking at this terribly much. Although, hopefully I've been slipping my stitches. Okay, yeah. I have been slipping my stitches. Awesome. Ooh, that sounds very fancy. Because, you know, neutral tones like that with, you know, a strong color definitely do stand out like that. Oh, also, what kind of stuff do you want to do your business cards? Crafts or other things? I presume crafty stuff. But I easily could be incorrect. Go on. I'm gonna probably need some more water soon because I feel like my throat's getting a little dry. On one side, art on the other, so double print. Ah! Yeah, that is my problem with me doing too many things. I can't put all the things on there at once, because it's just like, hey, chainmail. Although chainmail, it's slightly more hobbyist. Although I do some keychains. And also the stitch markers. Which, the stitch markers have gotten some good reception, which I am really glad about. But yeah, doing so many things, it makes it really hard to, like, settle on what my shop should be. Like, you know, on things to do. Because, you know, having a bunch of variety of different stuff makes it... what's the word I'm looking for once again? Basically having a variety of stuff makes it... a little confusing for the shopper. You know, sometimes people specializing in one thing can convey that, you know, the person knows how to do that one thing very well. And someone who does, like, a bunch of different things means they, you know, might not do a whole bunch of things as well. I'm not saying that's the actual case, but, you know, that could potentially be the viewpoint of anybody potentially purchasing things from the shop and so on and so forth. And this is why I say usual rambling on my stream, because I tend to go on tangents without realizing it. Also, I think I might move my mic up a little bit. Alright, that's what this tripod thing is. That's not gonna go back anymore. It's fine. I'll probably just move this down. You see less tripod. There we go. That's fine. Ah, come on. Okay, where the... Oh, it is the same thread. Cool. Thanks. I know sometimes if I jump from topic to topic, it can be difficult to follow. Also, I said I was gonna have water, didn't I? My throat really is getting dry. That's better. Oh, speaking of chainmail things, I still need to work on that dice bag. I have not seamed up the sides of that and started the bottom. That was a giveaway prize, but again, I've been doing a bunch of things. I have a pair of commission socks I need to get started on. Also, kind of want to prepare the shop for fall, given, you know, summer's almost over. So, might see about maybe more of those pumpkin keychains in a different color. I could probably do, like, say, 5 or 6 of those. Although I still have the golden ones from last year hanging out in there. I might tweak that listing a little bit. Oop, come on. There. Oh, so I should write down how many stitches I have on this. I think it's 38. Pretty sure it's 38. So let me put this on the notepad here, or I forget. Let's see. Stitch. Dish towel. 38 stitches. There you go. I know I'm gonna forget. I mean, I'd be able to count it, but it's probably best to save myself the trouble. Ew. Ew. There. I was gonna choose one of the other colors I have. Which other colors I have? What is there? Cup and Saucer, which is like a whole bunch of blues and like a little bit of white. There's Dream House, which is pinks. There's Which I'm wondering how this would pair up with some of the scrubbies too. Which I also, yeah, I could put that in those, because I have a set thing of, say, scrubbies and dish towels / dust cloths available in the shop too, that I'm basically like, I kind of want a better match the colors, which I think this would probably match just as well with this, because I think the scrubby yarn has a bit of yellow in this, so this would actually work pretty well now that I think about it. Oh, also, there is my link tree for all the social medias and shop stuff. So, Redbubble, Etsy page, Ko-fi, which I have one of those, which, by the way, with my Ko-fi page, I now have a donut tier membership, which, as you can tell, that is the same name that I have for my Twitch channel currency. There we go. Thank you! That's mainly my neck slightly right there. Actually, I'm not terribly bad. It's usually worse when I'm doing art days because the laptop's higher than me, so it's like I literally have to strain my neck. So I'm literally running to break every time. Like, it'd be bad. Thank you! Very much appreciate the stretch reminder. Crap, what was I saying? Yeah, Ko-fi. Ko-fi have a donut membership, which basically allows for some exclusives and stuff. So, basically, say... yeah, you strain your neck a lot, and it's just like, oof. I literally had to lay down a little bit after stream and give my neck time to, like, not be upset with me. Yeah, Ko-fi basically only have one tier, which I'm gonna probably keep it at that one tier, and basically reviews of stuff that I don't show on social media, like, say, stuff in my sketchbook, crafting stuff that I'm possibly pondering, or, you know, stuff for the shop. Also I'm saying that a lot. Potential Redbubble stuff, and also possible YouTube things and stuff, which I'm trying to see if I can maybe get back into there. So I have, like, a couple videos. The quality's alright. This was, like, before I got my microphone and everything. Yeah, I'm still not used to YouTube stuff and things. I do want to see about possibly every so often throwing on a video on there of very interest. It's well, yeah, pretty much all digital art right now. But I do want to do something still art related, but involves crime related things, because I like crime shows a lot. I mean, I haven't been watching it as much, given the Panini, i.e. Ye Old Plague, has been making things stressful enough, so I've been more so watching the Food Network, but I still listen to, like, you know, every so often my crime podcasts here and there. Proper desk where I actually get the, yeah. Everything requires a bit more of, you know, stuff to get done. which it's worth it in the end, but it's also kind of annoying at the offset. You're always just like, I need to do more stuff, do I? But hopefully should be worth it in the end. Oh, I took that way too much yarn. It's fine. It'll eventually end up in this thing anyway, so we will be alright. Oh, how much time I got? I'm just seeing how much time I got till next break. That's about another 10 minutes, and then I will take my second break for today. We'll probably throw on a slightly shorter commercial, because at most I'm gonna hang out here until about 5 o'clock. Which, as you can see, is like less than 30 minutes away. That's mainly because it's usually about dinner time for me. Plus, I still have a slight bit of laundry hanging out over there that I need to actually deal with. Like, it's not a ton, like a couple of things I just need to shove in the drawer. Okay, this is probably... yeah, probably about 2 inches here. Which this is... I forget how long this is. Lengthwise, this is probably about 10, 15 inches, I'm willing to bet. Probably closer to 15. Yeah, just about. Jane, hello. Hi. I got started late and hang out here for a bit. I actually might stay on a little past 5. We'll see how it goes. Dish towel and multicolor, so basically garter stitch forever. How are you doing? How goes the school stuff? Oh, actually 3 inches. Yeah, I want to see if I could do all that and maybe get some traffic to the shop because, you know, holiday season is somewhat around the corner, so... oh, yay! Yay being home early. Home early is always fun. But yeah, I've basically been blabbing about various things. Also trying not to melt, although it's not that bad right now. I think I probably have gotten used to the heat right now. So, that's a thing. Although humidity is gross and it feels like at the worst, which the peak that was earlier that said 97 degrees. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be like, the feels like at the worst is gonna be 99. So that's gonna be fun. Ugh. Which I figure that's probably gonna make the air quality absolute trash too. Which, you know, the whole having asthma thing, it does not appreciate air quality being garbage. At all. Yeah, there's gonna be AC on later. I assure you. Too hot for that. Not to be a thing. But yeah, I think this is like the last wrath of summer. I hope so. I don't want any more of this. But honestly, this summer actually has not been as bad as last year. I feel like last summer was actually a little bit worse. To a degree. Although this summer, honestly, could not make up its mind either, so... that's not helpful. Where am I? I'm gonna eat. No worries. I will probably be here when you get back. Enjoy your dinner. Or late lunch. Also, that reminds me, I should have an unlurk for that. I was thinking that the other day and I completely forgot. No. Also, if I don't wander out of frame, totally feel free to mention it, because that is a thing I do sometimes. But, yeah. I'm gonna probably do another row or two, and then I will take my break. Which I'm gonna actually pull out the scrubbies and see how they compare, which I think, yeah, the green, it should probably work out for this pretty alright. Although, yeah, this doesn't have yellow in it, but honestly, the shades of green, I feel are quite comparable to each other, so that would probably work. Which I have a plastic tote full of all the cotton yarn that I currently have for shop stuff and things. I might have to take some time soon-ish enough and like possibly revamp my listing, or at least the part about describing your items, because I always feel like I don't do the best job at doing it. Do another row, and then I shall do break. Actually, the back of my neck is starting to have the beginning feeling of what the hell is wrong with you? Why do you hate me? Feeling. Basically the tingliness of it being strained just a small bit. But not as bad as if I were doing art stream, so. Stretch break will probably help me out considerably in that area. Ooh. Also, compared to finished dish towel, I am about, say, fifth of the way there, despite having to restart once or twice, so this is actually not bad progress for about 2.5 hours. Oh, 2.5 hours already? That happened quickly. Okay, yeah. My one problem working with these is the whole after, like, a while, the finish rubs off of these. Like, if you use a certain size needle way too much, or if you tend to use a preferred size for projects, yeah, the finish that allows for, like, the glidiness of this on here rubs off, and it's very annoying because you kind of feel like in certain spots, not specifically these are fine. I think I'd gotten these recently. Well, not recently, more like probably a year or two ago, because the original ones that came in my interchangeable set did the thing, and basically you could feel like the roughness in patches, which that doesn't actually mess with, you know, the quality of it, like how they function, but it's just one of those, it's annoying. I imagine you could like re-put finish on there, but I think that voids your warranty with nitpicks if you do that. But you could do that, or probably better to get metal ones. But I'll say for people just starting, which I was honestly getting started with interchangeables at the point I bought the whole set, so it was probably better that I had wooden needles at that point, but they get grabby and it's annoying and it feels like they slow you down, so it's a trade. Anyway, I'm gonna go take my break, like I said I was, like a good 5 minutes ago, and I'll be right back in about 10 minutes. That should hopefully not make it too loud of a background sound, but obviously let me know. So, this is what I was talking about before, which, yeah, I didn't realize this was that saturated, I forgot. I haven't made one of these in a while. This is one of the scrubbies that I have in my shop here, which also, yeah, that does not look accurate on camera. It's fine. Yay! Okay. I just wanted to be sure. But yeah, I've never been so relieved to have an AC on. Oh god. And tomorrow's more of the same. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to compare this for like color, and I feel like this is definitely a bit brighter than this, but it would kind of sort of work as a thing. But honestly, it more so depends on, like, you know, what the person who wants it would want. How much time do I got left here? I could do this, or I can maybe do a little bit of spinning on my tiny wheel. I've been working on this pretty much most of the stream, which, what I mean is, tiny wheel. Also, I forgot I didn't put my glasses back on. I kind of need them to see chat properly, or else it kind of looks a little bit blurry. Alright, where's my battery pack? Come on. Come on. I knew that was gonna be the hard part of being able to reach anything. Ugh. I normally try to pick it up beforehand, but I forgot that I wanted to maybe do a tiny bit of spinning. So let me actually put this slightly to the side, but we did make a wee bit of progress. So progress is good. And then fiber is over there, which this is a ridiculously sparkly and tinsel-filled Batt. So I should probably rip another piece out of. Come on. Yeah, I knew it folded. I think, yeah. Yeah, because wisping like so. Well, let me rip a piece out of there. Although I should probably get this away before Angelina gets covered on there. I literally don't even keep the fiber that I'm pulling from out. Literally only the stuff that I'm currently spinning I tend to keep out, and even that, it still leads to a bunch of sparkly, fibery mess all around the place. Which, alright. Let's move us over to spins. And let me drop this piece. I kind of wanted to do at least a tiny bit of spinning on stream today. Which, man, it's already 5. That was quick. Which, by the way, this wheel is my electric eel wheel nano. I have a 6 also. That was a bad decision on my part. I literally put that right in the way of there. Yay! I forget not to do that. And then stuff happens and it's just like... You realize you could learn, right? But I could do this on the 6 if I wanted to, but I kind of wanted to see about doing a 3 or 4 ply, so basically I'm billing the tiny bobbins on the nano of all the sparkly floof, and then I'm gonna do a makeshift lazy Kate using one of my various Amazon boxes and seeing how it goes. But yeah, this is a variety of fibers and stuff hanging out here. So say, its face, Corydale, Rambouillet, I think. No, that's not in here. There's Tencel, there's Silk Noil, there's Fox Cashmere. There's like a couple of things I've never even used before, so this is like a pretty interesting experience. Some of the stuff you do not have to draft, but there's like certain sections if you don't draft, it's kind of hell on earth to get it to do what you want, which is kind of obnoxious. Which this is my 3rd bobbin full of this. I have 4 nano bobbins. I just haven't had the time to spin on this terribly much. So, whoops. I didn't mean to click that. There we go. Just wanted that to get off the screen. It's gonna be a while since I actually have 2 bats of this. This one does not have a pedal. The larger one that I have, the Electric Ewell 6, does have a pedal, and I like to use it. But this, if I want to stop it, I basically just turn the speed dial, which is right here, on and off. Although technically if I wanted to, I could turn the twist thing, put it in the middle, and then turn it to the side I want it on. I prefer just using the speed dial. Which this is the 1.0 version, which they no longer sell, but I have the motor for the upgraded version of this. So a lot less overheating and also a bit faster. Like, yeah, 20% faster, I'd wager. Because the original is like 800 RPM at the fastest, and the 1.1 is 1000 RPM at the fastest. The 6 is faster than that at 1600 RPM at the fastest, but I probably won't need to go like the absolute fastest speed. I do spin stuff that requires a lot of twist, but nothing like to the degree of, say, cotton? Or like full-on silk? I have stuff that, you know, like blends with silk in it, like 2 braids that have silk in it, but it's not the majority of the percentage. There we go. Yeah, either way, these are pretty much fun. Although this is gonna go to someone else after a while, just because I prefer the 6 over this one. For certain reasons, like with the tension thing back here, it's not as, sensitive as I would like it to be. Although you can have a modification to it to make it a bit more easier to tension. But yeah, I honestly prefer the 6 just because you can actually fit a whole entire braid on a bobbin, because this fits 2 ounces. Which, if you're getting into spinning or, want the ease of travel available with a smaller wheel like this is certainly a good option. But if you definitely want, be able to spin a good chunk of yarn, it would definitely be better to get the 6. And they're both pretty affordable as electric wheels go. The 6 being currently about $280. I actually got it on Kickstarter, so I got it for about $200 plus shipping. The Nano, I should not do that. The Nano is $110. Although the Nano comes with, the 1.1 version comes with 6 bobbins. Yeah. 6 bobbins, one of these USB cables, which the 1.0 didn't come with that. The 1.0 came with the wall units. You can plug it into the wall. But it's honestly much better to just get a USB, so you can have a thing where you can plug it into the wall. You also have the versatility to be able to put it in a battery pack, which this is a 5-volt battery pack, so this is like a step-up cable to put a 5-volt to a 9-volt, because this is a 9-volt. The 6 is a 12-volt. But yeah, honestly, it may sound bad, but if you've seen the prices of actual, non-electric, let alone actual electric wheels, this is basically nothing. Like, say, if you got one of the dataless wheels, that'll put you at a good $500, which I'm not saying it's not worth it for one of the dataless wheels. But I feel like that could get you slightly more space per bobbin, but it also depends on, how thin you spin, which wheel you get, so on and so forth. And then if you got no prices. Honestly, it is not that expensive though to start spinning, because if you want to do a spindle or something, that's a lot less pricey. Like, say if you want to go get a Turkish spindle, that's like $20. If you get a 3D printed one, there are wooden ones, and that's closer to 30, but that's about as high as you can go. I have 2 Turkish spindles, which those are my preferred way if I'm not going to use a wheel. I never understood. They're honestly not that bad. There's a top whirl one, which the top whirls were not my thing. I have one. That was the first ever spindle I got for spinning, and I was not that great at it. It wasn't until I did the Turkish that my consistency and everything got much better. Because that worked out a lot more for me. Do I have a picture? I don't think I have one, like, on the ready. But it's like a Turkish spindle. You basically, you wind your yarns progressively around the cross shafts on there. I would show you my Turkish spindle, but they're hanging out over there, and I cannot reach through here, unfortunately. Or like a top, or heck, even a Beyblade. Beyblades. Childhood. That's hilarious, and also very much fair. I could see that. Come on. There we go. Also, let's move you back a little bit so you're a bit more in frame. That's better. Which, this one's a lot more friendly for my little space here compared to the 6. Like, the 6, honestly, I can barely get into frame sometimes, but eventually I will get myself a real desk. Eventually. Although, for now, this works pretty well as a substitute for that. Actually not a dinner table. Think, say, you know, one of those desktop desks and the part where you pull out for the keyboard to sit on? This is the keyboard part I have here, so this is not big at all, let me tell you. It's wide, but it's not tall. Whoops. Sorry. It's not tall, so my space is very, very limited. And also, it's actually kind of good because I'm in my room, and basically, this is literally the only place I could finagle to get any sort of a stream set up. If I didn't, I'd probably have to, like, figure out how to get everything to work on the dining room table in the living room, maybe. Which, that would be a whole thing I'd rather not. So, yeah. My room is not huge, so I couldn't get an actual table to fit in here. Unfortunately, maybe like a card table? If I manage to figure it out, maybe? But yeah, I've had this for like 4 years, and it's pretty much worked out well for me. I used to have to balance this on my knees. And then once I got the chair in here, I realized, hey, I could just, you know, have this sitting against the arm and the other part where the laptop's sitting, and that works a lot better. So I no longer have to balance things. So trust me, I've upgraded quite a bit than back when I was first starting. Although, I feel like that's a thing for most people who stream anyway, so... Oh, it's already 5:15. Jeez. Although, yeah, it's almost just about the 3-hour mark. I can hang out a wee bit longer, like a couple of minutes. And probably go host somebody. I really did want to get a little bit of spinning in, so I'm glad I managed to do that. Also, yeah, I think I'm gonna move this to the other side. I prefer these hooks on the right side, because, you know, right-handed. It would make sense to want to have use of the right side hooks. I don't know why I started on the left side. Indeed. Definitely. Honestly, either way, I could just do a bit spinning later, so... Would have not been a complete loss if I didn't spin on stream. Alright, okay. I wasn't sure if I'd moved my hook where I should be. Also, as you can see, this is getting everywhere. Like, literally, this actual thing itself has a bit of it in there. I've had to, like, shake it once or twice. I might have to take the hand vacuum to it just to get all of it off. There's a reason why they say glitter is the herpes of the craft world. Like, you will find bits of it. Thank you. That is a thing I hear in general, and I do appreciate it. I like to keep it chill in most cases. Oh, let me actually speed this up a little bit to make sure I get enough twist in here. I feel like the only time it's not generally calm, I think, is sock madness, when I'm just like, the entire time and stressed out of my mind. It's fun, but it's also stressful. Although I do appreciate it. Not at all smart. I keep forgetting you're 6 hours ahead of me. But yeah, that's probably a bedtime. Start a stream. Yeah, I'm usually good at keeping up with everybody's time zones, and I'm just like, sometimes a time zone slips for me, and I'm just like, wait. I try to be good about it, but you know, it can be impossible sometimes. Alright, and yeah, a little bit more, because I'm pretty close to the back side of this bobbin here. What the hell is that? Time's up. It would be great if we could all be in one time zone, but you know, it's not how it works. And that'll probably never be how it works, so that's unfortunate. Although as long as, you know, the whole daylight saving time thing just picks a side, we'll be alright. That's the only thing I do not like about fall/winter, is when we start getting to, hey, it's about to be dark at 5 p.m. That is the worst time of year for me. Alright. I don't want... I imagine they would probably just chuck people off the edge of the earth if they were correct. So, probably a good thing they are not. And it's like, for anybody who thinks the Earth is flat, it's like, hell, you see space pictures. Like, do you want to go up in space? You want to go and see that? Even though you should be able to see it online, if not in a damn textbook. Come on. But those images... I know. I'm just like, come on, guys. I mean, yes. Government people included, do some terrible shit, but there's a difference between, hey, we're probably misappropriating this money, to, we're trying to pretend that the world is not the shape it is. It's like, the leaps and bounds of that is just... I don't understand. Like, there are limits. Alright, I'm gonna open up the page that I want to go host. Specifically, this is Mr. Artbrains. But she's playing some Stream Raiders, and I guess probably doing some talking stuff. Maybe some knitting. It depends. He also does some art at times, and pretty fun place to go. Also, I should probably go on the face cam. That would help. I realize I'm still chatting while still on the spinning screen. There we go. Nope. There we are. Ah, I have a face again. Yay. But yeah, fun and interesting time to hang out with. Friend of the channel lurks in here sometimes, which I suspect he might have been here earlier. But I'm gonna go host him once I end the stream here. But Alaska, thank you for the follow. Crown Prince, thank you for keeping me company as I blab and did the things and stuff. I will be back again tomorrow, regular time, so about 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Barring anything. Thank you! And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Good time zone to everybody hanging out here, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye! Where is the thing? There it is.